Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You got a mini base, right?
Back to the air, Fields on second down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Fields now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Again, Fields. That is incomplete. The Texans at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better, one play here, one play there, maybe.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Fighting through at the 25. Past midfield, look out. And he's going to be out of bounds, ending a great return that gets him all the way to the 30.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Up to the 20. We can look at this Browns defense. Now this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Fields on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Fields on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. On play action, Fields rolling to his right. Going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Derek Brown in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, this this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
On 2nd down, Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ballgame?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go, son. Right.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket, and when to get rid of the football and not take the sack. when to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score. Pick six for the Texans TD. And what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick six, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Up the middle, Johnson. There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Johnson on the counter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
19 Lions. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick here is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Fields. He sets to fire deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And his kick is indeed good. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
go. Hey, Ken. Hey, 551. Right.
On first down, it's Fields. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw is Fields. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Angel.
Fields.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Justin Fields
doing it himself from 9 yards out.
And the Texans take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
41, Browns 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Mustang 19.
Here we go with Johnson. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, here's Fields.
Flush to his right.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started.
Now, they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Good.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Justin Fields with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Here's 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Browns first down.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
119 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Johnson on tackle right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They go back to the ground with Johnson. 20 through the middle of the field. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Next to score, Texans 55. Browns.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll start out here with the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the 50, here's Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Here we go. Oh, let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get